Hey there, I'm Rita Bearcat, and thank you so much for watching this video. Today we're working on a piece of art, a face that I had drawn earlier. And I will say that I did use drawing gum on her nose and eyes, and that's like the little blue spots that you see there, a little bit wrinkly. And just so you know, it didn't really work out. And it's another tube of drawing gum that I had that went bad. So apparently I have to check them before I use them because sometimes they go bad. And then they don't come off like you want them to at the end. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm adding some shading. That's the first thing that I do. I do everything in pencil. And I don't worry about erasing lines so much because I know that I will try to blend it in. I know a lot of other people do very light lines and erase a lot first, but it doesn't bother me that much. So while I'm adding some color in here, I do know that skin tones are a little tricky, and sometimes you could have blended a color the same way a million times, and the paper will make a difference. The amount of water that you use makes a difference. Because I am using watercolor today, all of that makes a difference in how it looks. So a lot of times, especially when I'm trying to get a darker skin tone, I will go in with layers. So I go in a little light at first, because it's a lot easier to get darker than it is to pull and get lighter. So it's a lot of playing and a lot of give and take, and that's what you're going to see here in this video, that there's a lot of playing with it, having a paper towel or something to wipe up if you have too much water is always handy, and playing with the colors. So using several colors and trying to make that look the way that I want it to look. Something to remember is that you can move your paper around to try to get different angles. Because I do the videos like this, I do them flat, so I have to kind of look at it and make sure that I am placing the colors in the right place. So don't be afraid to move that paper around, or your project or your journal or whatever you're using, to get the right angles to do what you're trying to do. For the lip color, I always try to do a little bit darker on the edges and leave the center a little bit lighter, so that the light can be reflecting on her lips and so that it gives it depth. For the eyes, I know it seems a little bit weird that I put yellow in her eyes there. She's not, we're not doing a zombie or anything like that. But I do try to do several colors on the eyes so that it looks a little bit more interesting. So the yellow is just a base. It's actually going to be different colors of greens, but the yellow gives it a nice little highlight for the base color. So this is the part of the video where I realized that the drawing gum was not working and was coming off in some of the areas it was coming off, and some of the areas it was really hard to get off and was pulling up the paper, which makes for an uneven surface. And then I had to go back and do a lot of fixing. So for me, I think I'm kind of done with the drawing gum. I'm just saying, it's a lot easier to add white than to take a chance and it not work. So I'm having to go in and fix some coloring, and that's what you'll see next in the next few minutes. Once I get to where I like it, I do take a picture of it and just kind of try to look at the overall, because sometimes when you're working on something for a while, it's hard to see with an objective eye. So I took a picture of it and made some changes in the eyes and the cheeks, and you'll see that in the finished picture. So I do plan on doing the hair, but probably not till later, because she's a smaller piece of a bigger puzzle, a larger canvas that I'm going to work with. And I will put that video up when that one's ready. But I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and you will hit the like button here and subscribe to my channel. Here she is all finished. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.